So I've parked the bike there, guys, and now we're gonna head all the way over there to make a video nice and peaceful and quiet. Let's go. Right, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Thai Talk with Dan. My name's Dan, and I've been living in Thailand for 8 years, and as you can see behind me, I am not living in a tourist place. I quickly changed that over 6 years ago because I just couldn't handle what I was seeing on a daily basis and the people that I was meeting on a daily basis. And I wanted to venture around and find something that was more fitting and suitable for me. So I come over to Isan and I found it to be very peaceful, the people to be very humble, and it's so different to a tourist place. And that's not just in Thailand, that's anywhere around the world, guys. Country life is a lot more slowed down. Obviously, it's a lot more rural. There's less things to do, but it all depends on what you want to do and how you want to live your life. Now, with that being said, guys, a lot of men, normally 50 plus retirement age, come to Thailand and decide to live here. And over the last couple of years, we've been sharing their stories about what's happened to them when they've got involved in a relationship with a Thai woman. People have lost their houses because they've put it in the Thai woman's name, and something's happened within the relationship, it's broken down, and that guy has been kicked out and that woman has took everything. Guys, it happens, but what we don't know about is the Thai woman's side of things. We don't know about their story, what she has to say about this foreign man. And we probably will never hear about that. I think we've had 1 or 2 stories from Thai women that have come onto the channel and they've stated about what's happened with their husband or their boyfriend and explained their side of things. Guys, at the end of the day, for men around about the age of 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, for them to come over halfway around the world and live in Thailand, something seriously must have gone on within their own lives. Why don't they have a wife? Why don't they have loving families that they want to stay in their own country for? What has happened to make these guys come halfway around the world to be with a Thai woman that they've met in a bar on the holiday, on the side of the road, a freelancer, or someone that they've spoken to on a dating site, and decided to sell the houses and come over to Thailand and put everything into here to start their brand new life with a woman that they don't really know. And that's the reality of it. For a lot of guys that come here, the reality is something has gone on within their lives and they've decided to come here. Now, you've got various different types of guys. You've got guys that have never had any experience with beautiful women or slim women, you know, or they've normally had wildebeests as girlfriends. And when they've come over to a place like Pattaya on the holiday, they have received attention from women that wouldn't normally look at them twice. You've got other guys that have just got out of a divorce and they've decided to come to Thailand to feel young again, good again, and get some beautiful woman or women to play with. And once you've been married for many, many years, a hell of a long time, any Thai girl is going to be amazing compared to the wife that you've just divorced. So these guys are in a much more scarier situation because they're going to jump like head first into a relationship here in Thailand with the wrong type of woman. And when I say the wrong type of woman, I mean a woman that's only interested in them for money, yeah, for what they can bring to the table, and if they can better their lives with setting up a business, building a home or renovating the home, and for them to have a much better future than they would in reality have if no foreigners come here. If no foreigners come here, they'd be owning a house over here or over here, and they'd be living the normal kind of Isan lifestyle. But no, they meet guys that are literally head over heels for them, promising them the world, throwing money at them left, right, and centre, trying to show off, taking them to nice restaurants, nice hotels, traveling around Thailand, going to Phuket, which is what Thai women really like to. They really like to go to Phuket because it's expensive. Phuket, very expensive. And if a guy is willing to pay for everything and he's got holiday money in his pocket, then let's go, let's go enjoy ourselves. Who wouldn't go, you know? And then when these guys are proposing and saying that they've got a load of money in the bank and they've got a house that they can sell and they want to come and live here and be with this woman that they hardly know, of course the woman's going to go, well, I've got nothing better to do. I'm not making that much money. Or the job that I'm doing, it's not really great for my health. So yeah, if you're willing to come here and save me, then I'll allow you to do that. Just don't be a nightmare for me. Make sure you look after me. Make sure you put your hand in your pocket and all will be fine. At least for a little while anyway. Now, the guys that are the most frightening are the creepy guys. And there's a lot of creepy guys that decide to come over here to Thailand trying to play around with the Thai women, and they will say and do anything in order to be with a Thai woman. Yeah, I mean, I've read emails and messages from foreign guys that are living here in Thailand, or they're planning to come over on holiday, or they're planning to move here, and they're messaging and emailing women, making out how much of a great guy that they are not someone who's tight with the money. They understand about family values, etc. And they like the Thai culture. They enjoy going to the temples. They enjoy eating Thai food. They basically say everything that they can in order to make that Thai woman go, wow, you're different.
Failure is your destiny. You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
And these guys are the worst guys. They are absolutely the worst that you can possibly meet. And there are tons of creepy mother... like, there's so many. And it really creeps me out. But what do you expect? Yeah? There's not many countries within the world where you can go to and get with a woman that is way out of your league. Yeah, you're paying for it, but you're not bothered because it's not that expensive. I mean, the average price, what guys, 1,000 baht? Yeah, if you're smart and you know how to deal with people and you don't look like Herman the Munster, yeah, you can pay 1,000 baht. The more ugly, the more unhygienic you are, the more old you are, the more suckerpruck you are, if you understand that Thai word, they will charge you more. They'll charge you 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 because they know that this experience isn't going to be very nice for them. Yeah, they're not looking forward to it, but they'll fake it to make the money. And guys will fall for it. They will fall for that fakeness and they will do everything that they can in order to stay with that woman and be with that woman who doesn't even like them. Yeah, it goes on a hell of a lot. So what I'm getting at, guys, is that there's a lot more types of guys, right? You've got the younger guys as well that are normally not that great looking. They like to party a lot. They like to do things that are illegal a lot. And they'll head off to various places within Thailand where they can be that type of guy. And they love it. And a lot of the youngsters as well, you'll notice, are making content online, specifically TikTok. And they will make out on TikTok that they love Thai people. Everything's great about Thailand. Their country's so bad. Their people are so bad. Team Thailand, Team Thailand, Team Thailand. It's so cringy. But I know that they're faking it to make it as well. And if you create content and Thai people get to see it and you're liking their country and saying good things about their country, they're going to follow you and you're going to generate money for views. So there's a lot of guys like that as well. There's various different types of characters here, but one thing that they all do have in common is that things were not going that great back in their own home countries. And a lot of these guys will blame other people rather than looking at themselves and blaming themselves. And when you get these types of guys that come over here to Thailand and get in a relationship with Thai women, of course, it's not all just going to be down to what the Thai woman is doing. Of course, these guys can drink too much, sleep around, yeah, talk, swearing a lot, especially us English guys. We like to swear. Yeah, Thai people don't like it. And once you are with a Thai woman and you've invested and you're living with them, if you do anything that's really against her own values and morals, she'll never look at you the same again. So for example, if you cheat on her, yeah, and she says, I forgive you, she doesn't forgive you at all. She's putting a battle plan into place to take you for all you've got, because you've hurt her. But most guys don't figure that out until the end, when they're finally on their own and they've lost everything. But a lot of guys do bring it on themselves. But there are genuine guys here as well, where they've just happened to be in Thailand. They've happened to come and live here for different reasons, guys. But it is rare. There's not that many. Most guys have just not been successful in their own home country, and they've needed to escape halfway around the world, where there is women that wouldn't normally look at them twice, that are available to date or to even marry and build a life with. Now, let's talk about me. I'm far from perfect. I've never stated that I'm perfect. I've never stated that I'm a dating guru on this channel. But a lot of guys like to go on, and a lot of guys love to be like keyboard warriors, where if we met face to face and you spoke to me like that, it'd be a whole different story, believe me, because I would lick my lips. Yummy. But most of these guys, they like to be keyboard warriors. You can tell when they're making negative comments that their own life isn't going that great. They're depressed and they're lashing out in the most feminine way, which is making comments online to abuse people and make themselves feel better. My speech to people is, don't get involved with Thai women unless you're totally switched on. Up here, you understand about women and you understand about Thai women. And you've got to be switched on, guys, to have any kind of real chance here in a relationship. And let's face it, most guys that you meet that come here are not that switched on. And common sense is extremely rare nowadays. Guys, you must agree with that statement. Yeah, common sense is a rarity in 2025.
Monday the 13th of January, 10:30 here in Thailand. I'm in the airport, I'm through security, and I've got to say, guys, this ain't it's not easy at all. Honestly, it's a journey I don't want to make. Honestly, it's so hard coming home, it really is. Just said, Kat, before I go through security, I'm all through, but it doesn't get any easier. But guys, take it, God bless you. Get your book.
So guys, I've had a few relationships over the past 8 years until the most recent one. We've been together 6 years, I think. And we had a child together after 2 years of being together. And then things started to go downhill, probably down to hormones or whatever. It doesn't matter what the excuse is. Things started to go bad. And I think with doing this channel as well, with me constantly talking about negative stories from foreign men that have had bad experiences with Thai women, I don't think that's helped a lot also within our relationship. And we broke up many times because things have got toxic within the relationship. but we have a son. And we've recently come back together, and so far, so good. Yeah, we've had our problems still, but nothing like the past. We're working through them, we're dealing with them, and we've kind of committed to each other in a way where we do what's best for the family. And I try to keep the same principles that I had back in my own country here. I don't need to change myself to live here in Thailand. I really, really don't. I have to respect their views, their opinions, etc. And if I don't respect them, just stay quiet. I don't need to get into anything with Thai people. They are pleasant people. They are very relaxed people. They're very chilled. They don't stress out so much normally. And they just get on with life. Some of the most happiest people in Thailand are the poorest people. But most guys don't get to see it because they stay within the tourist places. But for the guys that come here, that decide to live here, that are normally 50 plus years old, around about retirement age, because Thailand make it very difficult for anyone younger to stay here on a permanent basis. But if you're retired, it's a hell of a lot easier. Your money will go a lot further. And obviously you've got a chance to be with some form of beauty here in Thailand. And then a lot of these girls that these guys get involved with, they are from Isan, where I am now. Yeah, the Thailand countryside, or you might know it as rural Thailand. And they live in a small village normally, you know, a poor village, not got that much going on. And they want to go back home and be around their family. The mother's there, the father's there, grandma, aunties, cousins, maybe they've got kids and they want to go live in the province. And 9 times out of 10, the guy that they're seeing, the foreign man, will go, okay, baby, I'm so happy spending my time with you. You've been my holiday girlfriend now for 2 weeks or 6 months or 4 years, whatever the case may be. I'm willing to come, sell everything, pack up everything and come to live with you in your province in Isan. But they have no idea what they are getting themselves into. Isan, Thailand. Rural life, guys. Rural life. The Thai girlfriend, the holiday Thai girlfriend that they had, was obviously happy every time this foreign man came on holiday, because he would normally buy her gifts, take her on holiday, treat her to nice restaurants. She'd get a lot of pictures and videos for her social media platforms, and she's happy. But when you come over to the province in Isan, Thailand, and there's not those fancy restaurants to go to, yeah? There's not that much to take pictures of, apart from lakes and a bit of dirt, yeah? It's a big culture shock for them. It's very difficult. That Thai woman changes to this, from this cute, beautiful, sexy girl that's been amazing, to someone who is now normal, who's got her friends back, she's got a family there, she's got her kids there, for example. She can't fully concentrate on making you happy every single day, and she wants her own life too. And not a lot of foreign men can handle that. They start to feel lonely and depressed because they're spending most of the time on their own. A lot of them don't take up hobbies like playing snooker, joining the snooker hall, going cycling, going running, playing football. Yeah, they don't tend to do this. What they tend to do is they tend to go in the local bars. And that's a big problem, because when you go in the local bars, you will always find a woman that's interested in you. And they're not shy about it. They're very forward. At the end of the day, this isn't a holiday place. There's slim pickings, and they don't care, some of them, whether you are married or not. You know, it's a do or die attitude. Yeah, they want to get theirs and they want that happy life also. And there's not many guys to choose from. So when you're in the bar and you're drinking alcohol and you've got this woman that's being quite provocative around you, you know, saying, oh, come here with me, let's meet up, let's do this, let's do that. A lot of guys end up doing it because they feel lonely, because their Thai girlfriend that used to spend every day with them, the holiday Thai girlfriend, has now turned into a normal Thai girlfriend, and she's getting on with normal life, and she doesn't have that time for you. And if you start sulking and complaining and moaning, she's going to get stressed, thinking, wow, what's going on with you? Why are you drinking so much? Why are you not coming home until late at night? Why have I been told off a friend that he's seen you with a Thai woman, or you had a Thai woman on the back of your motorbike? Oh, it's a windy day in Thailand. And then when things like that happen, and they do, guys, it's not a rare thing. It happens a hell of a lot, this kind of situation. Then the Thai woman will start to get toxic, and they'll start to think of ways to get out of this relationship that they are in, but keep the assets that they've accrued from you. And they do that not because they're money hungry and yum, 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 I want everything, yeah, and I want to be cruel and horrible. They feel hurt and betrayed by you. They've lost face because they brought you around to the village, you've met the family, you've met everybody, and word's going to get around that you're a butterfly for lang and you don't respect your wife, and yeah, you're generally just a bad foreigner. So she's got to like swallow her pride and make sure that she can save face by getting what she can out of that relationship before she terminates it. Now, with the hundreds of stories that I've shared on my channel, I don't think a single person has openly stated that, yeah, I cheated on her and that's where it all went downhill. That's where I lost my house. That's where I lost my business. That's where all the money that I invested into this woman disappeared. And yeah, if you cheat on someone, if you cheat on a woman anywhere in the world, they can be very, very vengeful, and you have to prepare yourself. And that's where you do get a lot of bad stories. But guys, there's also genuine stories as well, yeah, where they've got with a very evil woman over here that's all out for getting what she can from the foreign guy. She doesn't want to commit. She doesn't want to be with you long term, but she'll marry you for the sin sod, for the dowry. She will play the game until she's accumulated enough to then say, the relationship isn't working, see you later. And they even go as far as having kids with you. And then some of them will even state they don't want anything to do with the kids. You look after the kids, it's your DNA, etc. See you later, bye-bye. And it can get quite ruthless. So I've always tried to say to guys, stay single. You've got more of a chance of enjoying your Thailand journey here. If you want to be a playboy, you want to play around with the women, then do so. Just be very clear. Don't lead anybody on. Don't spend too much time with these women, because they will try to generate more money from you, and they will try to get you to commit no matter what you say. Even if you say, I'm not interested, I don't want a girlfriend, blah, 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 they'll still keep trying if they know that you still keep wanting to see them. So it is better to be a butterfly in Thailand if you're not fully switched on and you don't have a good idea about women, yeah? And let's face it, most of the guys that come over here to live here in Thailand are not that experienced. Even older guys, 50, 60, 70 years old, they might have been married for 40 years, 30 years, or God knows what. But they've not had that much experience dating. And over here in Thailand, it's a whole different kind of experience. So they're doomed as soon as they get off the plane.
Good luck.
Now, guys, with all this being said, in regards to this channel, I want to try to move away from the content that I've been making. I'm tired of literally hearing so many negative stories. I am tired of being spammed in my Gmail and my Facebook Messenger from guys wanting to ask questions about their Thai girl that they're seeing right now. And it's just negative, it's icky, it's weird, and I just think that it would be more beneficial for my own mental health if I just started to produce more positive content. And the only way I can produce positive content is to stop talking about Thai women and relationships from foreign men and Thai women. Because at the end of the day, I've come to the realization that a lot of these guys that are getting involved with these women here have done something drastically wrong within their own lifetime. For them to be at the age of 50, 60, 70, 80 years old and get involved with a Thai woman over here in Thailand, halfway around the world, half their age, etc. And then they're crying that they're being used and abused for money and stuff. It's mental. No woman half your age is going to be interested in you unless it's about money. And guys need to really accept that. And if you can't accept that, then God help you. You know, I don't think anybody is going to wake you up, because people that are normally 50, 60, 70, 80 years old are already set in their ways. There is no changing their personality. They are who they are. And it's always going to be crazy here in Thailand, and there's always going to be bad stories. So my idea is to start talking about what it's like to live in rural Thailand, what it's really, really like, the prices of everything, what day-to-day life is like, what it's like when your kid's schooling, if you've got kids here and you've got a family, what the schooling is like, what kind of food do you live on, what do you do for fun. There's so many things to talk about, guys, because at the end of the day, most men that get involved with Thai women from tourist areas are normally getting involved with women from Isan. So you need to really get to understand what Isan is really like before you sell your house and before you decide to move here, because it can be a massive shock to the system, and your holiday Thai girlfriend is going to be very, 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 very different. Yeah, her whole personality is going to change. She is not going to wait on you hand and foot. She's going to get on with her own life also. And a lot of guys can't accept that. They feel lonely, they feel isolated, they start drinking heavily, they start going to these broccoli shops here in Thailand, and they do anything to get out of their own heads. And when a guy goes off the rails like that, they normally make bad decisions, and there's always a bad decision waiting around every corner. There's always a Thai woman that's willing to play around with you and see what she can get from you. And guys fall into the trap a hell of a lot, and it causes so many problems. Now, if guys knew exactly what they're getting into before they come here, then they can be more accepting of it, more ready for it. They know what to expect, and then hopefully it can be a much better journey and experience. So that's what I'm going to try to do now, I think, in regards to the channel, to help out. I've been thinking about it over the last few days. YouTube's become increasingly more difficult to tell the truth on and to be honest on this platform. YouTube seem to want positivity, fun, smiling, anything that's positive. They're happy with that kind of content. Even if you tell lies, they don't care. And a lot of influencers, content creators on all these different platforms that we have are only telling you what you want to hear. They're only playing around with the algorithms to generate as many views, come across as Mr. Nice Guy, sort of loved by everybody that they meet, but they're not telling you the truth. It's not paradise, guys. It's not. It becomes normal life here, yeah? Your day-to-day life becomes normal, unless you lose the plot and you end up in the bars, which many do. Go to any place in Isan, go find a foreign bar on an evening, and you will meet guys that have been living here for a long time. And if you ask them about their story, most of the guys you don't even need to ask, they'll just tell you. it's always a negative one. And then some guys will think, well, why the hell are you still here? They're still bloody here because they sold everything back in their own home country. They left everybody back there and they come out here on their own. And they made out to everybody that they're getting a new life, a better life. They met the woman of their dreams, etc. And they don't want to lose face back home and start from scratch and end up in some one-bedroom apartment or flat. So they just crack on and continue here with a very negative attitude and keep drinking and drinking and drinking in these bars, playing around with these women until the day that they die. And then when they die, there's normally no money left and nobody wants to pay for the rather expensive funeral. And if you want your body to be sent back home, that'll cost a fortune and nobody's going to be paying for that either. So it's not the best experience, whether you're dead or alive. So guys, in order to close this video out, I just think that guys really need to do a lot more research before they leave their own home countries and come here to live if the reason for them coming here is a woman. You really need to educate yourselves a lot better. And before moving to your Thai girlfriend's province and committing, why don't you book a month holiday or 2-month holiday, which is easy enough to do, and spend 1 or 2 months in her house, in her village, in her province, and learn what life is going to be like for you. And then you might change your mind on moving here. Or some guys, they like it here, they prefer it, they like the peace and quiet, they like doing some gardening, they like to go running, they like to go cycling, they like to play football, they don't want to go in the bars. There's a lot of foreigners in Buriram that have lived here for a long time, and I have never ever seen them in a bar. And some of them look happy enough. So they've obviously got things that they're doing within the retirement to keep them happy, rather than just relying on that woman 24/7 to make them happy, because that ain't going to happen. Yeah, you will spend most of your time on your own. And then you have a choice. Choose to adapt, choose to thrive and live, or choose to do what a lot of guys do, hit the bars and start playing around with the girls. Guys, in regards to my content, if you have any ideas or there's certain things that you'd wish me to speak about and be honest about, whether it's bad or good, then let me know down in the comments or even send me an email, guys. I just want to change the direction of the channel and stop talking about relationships so much. I still don't mind doing it. I can handpick the stories because we have a lot of what's worth sharing, what can actually teach guys about, something that guys can learn. Then yeah, I don't mind so much doing it like now and again, but I want to just show people around and let you see what it's all about here. Let you see what day-to-day life is like and what your life could ultimately be like if you moved here to rural Thailand, Isan. I'm in Buriram in Isan. So yeah, let us know what you think down below. And if you want to send me an email, email's up here, thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. Apart from that, guys, I'm full of a cold. I feel absolutely run down. It's been very, very cold here in Thailand over the past week. We got down to about 11 degrees. Up in the north, in Chiang Mai, Pai, I believe they got to around about 0 degrees, which is phenomenal because I used to live in Pai, right up in the north. And the coldest ever there, I think, was about 10 or 11 degrees. And that felt absolutely freezing. Now, what's worrying me is that normally when you have a cold winter like this, you normally have a very hot summer. And Thailand's hot enough in the summertime. So this year is going to be epic. So got to get prepared for that. Got to get prepared for my son's school, which starts out in May. There's a few other things that I need to do, but ultimately I just want to move the channel into another direction and try to still help men, but in a different way. Yeah, I want to help the men that really, really want to make it work here, that are not just coming here, putting their hopes and dreams into some Thai woman that they hardly know. You know, I want to help people that are serious and have thought about what the hell they're doing. Yeah, guys, not much more to say. Let me show you around where I am very quickly. Not much to see, but you might like it. And then I'll head off back home. Right, guys, take it easy. Ciao for now. Stay safe. Bye-bye.